Our next pose is also going to be a gentle hip opener like we just did, but we're going to do this one a little bit more modified. It's going to be a little bit more gentle. We're going to do a bound ankle pose. I'm getting back up because I'm going back and forth on camera. You don't have to do that. You can stay in that reclined position as we transition. So you're going to come back into your simple seat. I'm going to do this facing away from the camera, keeping those knees bent. Pull yourself nice and tall, and you're going to exhale back. I'm going to go ahead and grab these so that you can see. I've got props that I'm going to use to prop up my knees. I use Mexican blankets because they're nice and stiff and they'll give you support and yet be soft at the same time. And you're going to exhale back. Again, windshield wiper those knees. Give yourself some nice gentle movement here. I'm going to tuck myself a little bit further so you guys can see. I like to rest my hand on my heart or on my belly as I windshield wiper my knees. That helps me neutralize my spine and warm those areas that need circulation. Always be drinking water, whether you have an injury or when you're doing yoga, because you're squeezing junk out of your organs and that gets put back into your bloodstream and that needs to be flushed out naturally. So make sure you're drinking lots of water to remove those toxins from your body and to better hydrate your body so that it's better equipped to circulate your lymphatic system, your endocrine system, your respiratory system, and all those things necessary to keep you healthy. So go ahead and come nice and neutral, and you're going to do a bound angle. So you're going to draw your feet together, the balls of your feet, and your heels together. Your toes are pressed together. And you're just going to slowly and gently open up your knees to the side. You can have your hands extended out to the side. You can have them in T-arms, or you can just have them in this nice natural position to the side. Keep your palms open towards the ceiling. Keep your knees open towards the ceiling. And I have used these props here because generally if you have an injury, your hips are one of the areas that retains the most tension. So we're going to do this with props because what that allows us to do is to get the full benefit of the pose without the strain of the pose. If we are straining any posture, we're restricting blood flow. And so we don't want to do that. We want to keep everything moving gently. So if we are allowing our body to slowly and gently open up, then we're allowing that blood flow to get there, which is going to bring healing oxygen and fluids to those areas that need it. So we're going to make more progress by accommodating our body. Breathing deep. And do this for as long as you want. I'm going to draw my knees back together. I'm going to exhale my knees tight to my chest. And then I'm going to roll up. And you can grab a hold of the backs of your knees to support yourself as you come up. So the next thing that we're going to do, and you can do that from the same position again, I'm changing directions because what I've done is we're going to do legs up a wall. But legs up a wall is pretty strenuous if you don't have a wall and if you have some type of injury. But it's one of the better things that you can do for your digestive tract and for your head. What it's going to allow you to do is to drain all of the blood from your legs into the areas of your body that need it. And so it's one of the better things that you can do for sleep and rest and all kinds of things. And so, but if you have an injury, it requires some support. I do not recommend you try to do this if you have a back or hip injury or neck injury. unless you have a wall. Now, if you have a wall, it's one of the absolute best things that you can do for your system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my blanket up underneath me. And so I'm going to make nice gentle folds with my blanket up underneath my body. The lines on these blankets are nice and helpful to keep you folding properly, even if you can't see. Give yourself a nice pad, neutral pad, not high. And then you're going to come up to a wall. One more fold. And you're going to extend your legs up. Now I am going to draw this chair back so you can see. And I'm going to draw my toes up and extend up. Now this might be way too much for you if you have a back injury. Might be way too strenuous. So go ahead and rest your legs up to that wall. In my case, there's a chair here. Nice gentle rest, allowing that blanket to neutralize your spine naturally. And letting the blood flow from your legs throughout your body. You can bend your knees here if it helps. If you have it in you, you can extend those straight up the wall, pulling your toes tight to your face. This is a fantastic core strengthening exercise if you want to turn it into that. If you want to use it just to rest, you can also just rest. Exhale down, rock back and forth, pulling those knees to your chest. You can open them up to the side, opening up those hip areas. If it's available to you, you can do a happy baby, giving yourself nice deep circulation here. Not necessary if it's not available to you. Just slowly rock back and forth. Exhale tight. Inhale, roll yourself up.